turn it up. You're listening to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. Your all-access pass to all your favorite artists, untold stories, and the real behind-the-scenes of country music.
I don't know about you, but I'm still on cloud nine after last weekend.
Yeah, what a weekend.
I know. It was a last-minute trip to New York City, to Times Square, but it was absolutely amazing.
Something to check off the bucket list.
For sure. Definitely
Yes.
saw all the sights, and especially at Raising Cane's with Megan Moroney.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to get into that because I
Yes.
want to dig into that with
Yes,
you.
yes.
Because it's always been something that we both have wanted to do, and
We've
you
talked
finally
about
got
it
it
a lot.
done. And it's
Yeah.
cool that it happened.
Yes.
It was very fun to follow along all the stuff. But we also had some big news this last week.
We did.
It's been kind of crazy last couple days. I don't know what happens on Fridays. Everything just burst out of the seams.
I know.
And you can't really talk about it until we do the podcast.
Right.
But we got to relive some things.
We do.
We know that the Combs family added a new
Yes.
addition, which is very cool.
Yes, very sweet. They kind of kept the news to themselves for a few weeks, which I think is great.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I love his name, Chet Combs. I
Yeah.
call him CC for
there
just
you
a
go.
different name. I like that.
I
It's
like
kind of
that
cool,
too.
actually. And then this morning, we had some big news coming out of the Jelly Roll camp. They've announced that he is going to be doing a small time called the Little Ass Tour.
I know. Which I thought that was great. Great name.
Are they referring because Jelly Roll is shrinking by the day?
I mean, yeah.
It could be, right?
It could be. I bet that's what it is.
I
Yeah.
heard it's going to be 11 shows over the course of 2 months that he's doing the Post Malone shows.
Right.
In areas that he can't get to that he hasn't been to in a while. And I do know that the most important one is coming up July 22nd here in Walla Walla.
Yes.
At the Walla Walla Winery Amphitheater. He's going to be making a stop. And I believe that venue is kind of small. It's 6,000 seats.
I think he's doing all smaller venues,
Yeah.
all little amphitheaters. So it'll be interesting to see if he ends up adding to that after the Post Malone tours, just to kind of keep it going a little bit. I mean, I don't know. He's been kind of quiet over the past year, other than the Post tour.
Sure.
And then he's doing the Post tour again this year. I mean,
Yep.
he's got a lot of big things going on too. So
Boy, I don't know how he's going to get it all in.
exactly.
Because he is busy. Now you're seeing, I think Post Malone has 14 or maybe 18 shows total.
Somewhere right around there.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Now he's going to add another 11. Plus they made the announcement that they're, got a surrogate. They're looking to have twins, hopefully.
Yep.
So, I mean,
That's going to keep him busy.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming full circle for the man. And then March 10th is a big day for him.
I know. The Opry, Opry, not his debut, but he's getting inducted into the Grand Ole Opry, which that's going to be a moment.
Huge. And Lainey Wilson's going to be there with him.
Which I think is so sweet. She's going to, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible.
That's going to be awesome.
I was looking at Opry.com to get tickets, and they were going fast.
Oh, I can
so
imagine.
if you want to be a part of something special and very magical for one night, it's going to be incredible. It's like in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really fast.
That
It's
is
coming up
coming up.
super quick.
Yep.
So if you want those tickets to go see Jelly Roll at the Opry, check out Opry.com to grab those tickets, because that's your chance to go check off a bucket list like Julia did.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing night.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the tears that are going to be flowing out of that building.
Oh, it's going to be. They're going to have to hand out Kleenex getting into that
They're
building
going to have
for sure.
to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yep.
And speaking of the tickets for the show, the Little Ass Tour at the Walla Walla Winery, go on sale to the public Friday morning. So I do believe if you are a City Card member, there was a pre-sale that they were sending out last night. And then they have something special tomorrow on Thursday. So yeah. It's kind of crazy. But if you can get your hands on the tickets, or you know somebody that lives in the Walla Walla area, have them stand in line for you, grab those tickets, because it's going to be one of those shows.
Yeah, they're going to go fast just because of smaller venue, less opportunity. Yeah.
It would be great to say, I sold that arena 10 times, right? Because 60,000 people would go see that man. Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
100%.
Not a problem.
Yep.
And
especially in that area.
Right.
It's a great area.
Yeah, because you cover Spokane, you cover Pullman, you cover some of northern Idaho.
Yeah.
A lot of people would drive there to see it. I mean, it's only 3.5 hours from here.
Right.
We could easily make that trip.
I mean, it's
kind
of like going to a little bit further than Seattle, but I mean, similar.
It's not too bad. I would definitely like to go do it, but I don't want to sit on hold forever and hope in God's to get some tickets and then not get them.
Yeah.
So, but you could also do the drive and just hope for some scalpers.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll be out there like they always are.
I know. But it'll also be a beautiful time of year.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and of course, Lee Bryce.
Yes, he's got a new album coming on June 5th. It is. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, it was cool to see because he's kind of been silent, and I feel like he and Liz Rose are two of the greatest writers when it comes to country music. Next to Hardy, next to Ernest, and next to Jeffrey Steele, Lee Brice is up there for sure.
Oh, without a doubt.
Super excited. If you don't know, he's going to be coming to A Theater later this, I think it's in August. Yep. So it would be a chance to see him perform new music for us.
Yes, from Sunriser is going to be the name of the album. Again, it's 16 tracks coming out June 5th. Yeah.
16 tracks.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's going to host his new single, Country Nowadays. So yeah.
Cool. I like that.
I'm glad that we're hearing from him again because it's been a minute.
It has been. I think the last time we saw him here was probably like 8 or 9 years ago. It's been a minute. He was at the Oregon Jamboree.
Yes, he was.
And I remember specifically because we did a big promotion with them about a truck.
When his single came out, I Drive My Truck.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And that was the last time I think I've seen Lee. So this will be really cool to get him back up here in the Northwest. That'd be awesome. I also know that Clay Walker is coming, going to be in Longview, part of the fair that's coming up in July there.
Yep.
I don't know the exact date of that.
Okay.
But a friend of mine, John Paul, is putting on that whole thing with KUKN Radio in Longview. So that'll be really cool to see the Cowlitz County Fair with Mr. Clay Walker. So that's big news.
That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Travis Tritt, he's also coming here.
A.
We've got to go see that.
I know.
I mean, our 90s. There we go.
But here's the problem. And I'm mad because I know they've already talked about it. And it's been advertised like crazy, and I have a feeling now that the only tickets left are at the very back of the arena. So we have to strategically see if we can manage to make our way through to get tickets. But yes, another great show coming to
That's going to be a good one.
They're really pulling it together.
They are.
For the Moda Center and for the amphitheater that haven't got country shows, these guys are bringing some country acts.
I know, I was just going to say, have they even announced anything at either of those venues yet?
No. Nothing at all.
Nothing. So they better get on it. But
yeah, I think part of the problem is it's a Live Nation venue, so they switch between Hayden Homes and Bend, which we know Bailey Zimmerman's coming. Yes. We already know that Luke Bryan is coming, so it's going to be interesting. But yeah, good for A.
Busy down there, but you know what? I'm fine going 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I do love Bend, but
but still, on the other hand, it's a nice destination getaway.
It is.
Spend a weekend over there. Luke's concert's going to be on a Thursday night, so you can go to the show.
Thursday
you can drive over Thursday morning.
Yep.
It's not far to drive over.
Go to the show.
Stay Friday and Saturday. Drive home Sunday morning. You're home by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can relax, take a nap on the couch.
That's definitely doable.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. All right. Let's get into this.
Yes. So again, it was a last-minute trip to New York City to celebrate Megan Moroney and her brand new album Cloud 9 with Raising Cane's. It was so great, and just what Raising Cane's does to make the event so special, not just for Megan, but for all the fans.
Sure.
I mean, it was pretty incredible. They were lining up since I think 5 o'clock in the morning.
Whoa.
And it was cold.
Yeah.
I mean, cold. It was rainy. But they were out there. There was one couple, they drove in 10 hours.
Holy cow.
Which is pretty impressive considering what the East Coast is going through right now because you don't know. I mean, luckily we got out of New York literally just in time before this massive storm started to hit. But, you know, you never know with the storm. I mean, it could hit at any point. And to drive 10 hours just to go see somebody, you don't know where you're going to hit on the way back. But
where were they coming from? 10 hours?
I didn't.
The Carolinas, maybe?
No, is that where they came from?
Indianapolis.
Okay.
I heard Indianapolis in our heads. Yeah.
So anyways, it took them 10 hours to get there. They were first in line.
Committed fan.
Very committed, but they got some one-on-one time with Megan, which was really sweet.
That's very cool.
She was absolutely amazing. I think they let in anywhere from 100 to 150 people. She met with every single one of them.
Oh, she pulled a Taylor Swift.
She met with them all. She took selfies with them all. They had her album playing in the background the entire time, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And it was a full circle moment because back in November, right before she announced her new album, she did a thing with Raising Cane's. It was kind of close to her alma mater in Georgia.
Right.
And so it was kind of full circle to come on back. Release day. I mean, she literally just released her album. She's got a busy schedule right now.
Yep.
And she spent I want to say a couple hours with everybody. And she met with everybody. It was great.
So she announced the Cloud 9 album. She's doing 9 shows for $9 a show. They're an acoustic show.
Yes.
And the first one was there when you were there.
Yes. So she did Raising Cane's in the morning.
Right.
That was it was private, very intimate. And then she went on later in the afternoon and did the $9 show.
Right. They're
somewhere else in New York.
Yeah, they're like a $3. It's like a $9 show, but with three acoustic songs, just her and a guitar.
Yep, and I think she chats about the album and
Sure.
whatnot. But yeah, it was fantastic. I obviously just can't say enough about Raising Cane's. They do such a great job bringing fans to these experiences.
Right.
You know, Megan's getting to the point in her career where getting to meet her and talk to her is going to get harder and harder.
Sure.
You know, she's just climbing the chart. She's getting more and more popular.
Yes.
So to be able to have that experience, I mean, literally all these, you know, everybody was on Cloud 9.
So this is the 4th or 5th one that you've done, that you've covered for us,
Oh my
which is
gosh,
awesome. You did Parker
yeah.
McCollum, you did Luke Bryan, you did
Co-Wetzel,
Bailey Zimmerman,
Bailey.
Co-Wetzel.
So 5th, I think.
5th. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you're 6th.
Maybe
Okay.
6th, yeah.
So my question to you is, when they bring these artists in, do they make the artist work behind the register to hand out food and serve?
Sometimes they do.
Okay.
Not this past one because this one was such a big one, but when she did the one in Georgia back in November, she did. She
Okay.
worked the drive-through, she worked the counter. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think when we did the Bailey one, he worked the fryer-later. That was scary. Yeah.
That man is cooking some grease already on his own.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
they usually have them kind of surprise fans in the drive-through. And
Yeah, can you
which is
imagine?
really cool.
I'm sure in New York there's not a drive-through. Obviously, it's just a walk up.
Exactly. It was right in the middle of Times Square. So
Yeah, right. But
can
as
barely-
a drive-through, you're like, "Hey, welcome to Raising Cane's. It's Bailey. What can I? You're Bailey. Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or when
Wild.
you pull up and you see him giving you
Yeah.
your box combo. Yeah.
Now,
it's
did
pretty
they
special.
run specials for the day with that particular instance? Like, Cloud 9, was it a $9 combo meal for something? It would be
That's a
interesting.
great question. I don't know.
Be fun, kind of
Yeah.
fun. And I'm not saying it has to be.
They may have. I honestly don't know. I know. I mean, everything in there represented Cloud 9 practically. I mean,
Right.
they had banners up. They had their the lights outside going with her picture on it.
Yeah.
The marquee.
Especially
yeah.
in Times Square.
Yeah.
That's not a small store.
No.
The one in Nashville, we've seen it's on 2nd Avenue, right
Yeah.
across from Eric Church's place. It is literally like straight up and down.
It is. It's 2 floors.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I would imagine the one in Times Square is 10 times the size. It has to be because it's so busy there.
It was very busy.
It's like the hub of the world.
Yeah, we actually stopped in on Thursday night just to kind of check it out. Just kind of wanted to see, okay, where is it in relation to our hotel? And,
Right.
Which ended up being like, I don't know, 50 steps.
Oh,
we
that's
walked
good.
out of our hotel and we're like, okay, well, there it is.
Yeah, thank you. Convenient and easy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was great.
Good. That's awesome. So in an instance like this, you go to New York City. We've been waiting. We've talked about
I
this for so
know,
long
I
to
know.
cover a bucket list item
Yeah.
for you in a situation like this. I got to know, was it everything that it cracked up to be for you? Had it not been Megan Moroney at Cane's, was New York City something that you were like, oh my gosh, this is really what it's boiled down to be?
Yes, it was very cool. Only because I had been to New York a couple other times. Once when I was younger, just I think school trips or whatnot. And my husband and I went with my family and did a high level of it. Like we went to Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
So I had done that, and we did a few other things. But this time, it was more of the things I really wanted to do, like all the things I've seen on Instagram and
Right.
stuff like that. That I kind of wanted to really go check out.
Which were, what was it?
I mean, I may or may not have had breakfast at Tiffany's. Yes.
Okay,
When I
now.
said to my husband, I'm like, I really just want to go there because I want to post a picture and put it to the breakfast at Tiffany's song. I
Sure.
don't know why that just
No, but
because we
it's-
live in such an age of social media.
Of course.
Yeah,
And it was one of those things that you actually, like another bucket list thing that you wanted to do.
And it honestly, it was a cool experience. I mean, like you go in there and they make you feel like you're in the middle of Tiffany's. I mean, like your plates are literally Tiffany.
Wow.
You can go buy them out in their store if you can afford them. Your butter knife is, it's a Tiffany's
Butter knife,
$9.25 sterling silver butter knife.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
It was a great experience.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so that was Tiffany's. What was next?
So we did Central Park.
Okay.
That was really cool.
Did you get to see the whole park or just a portion of it?
No, and only because number one, that park is massive.
It's huge.
And it was really cold. Like,
Yeah.
we got up in the morning, and I think we were down at Central Park by like 10 a.m. And it's crazy the amount of runners that are
That
there.
run through
I mean,
there?
like you literally got to dodge runners.
Yeah. Well, it's
they're-
like every movie you see, right? You're thinking, oh, it can't be real. It's real.
Truly, it is. I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, a bunch of overachievers here.
I feel lazy today.
I know, exactly. Meanwhile, I feel like I've just walked, 15 miles throughout the past couple of days in the city.
That's
but,
funny.
No, it was great. And
Okay.
we saw the John Lennon
That's what I was going to ask.
monument in
Yes,
the ground, which
the
was
heart.
Yeah,
Yep.
which was really cool. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was gonna be a little bit bigger, just because you see the images.
Yep.
I thought it was gonna be like huge.
Right.
It reminded me of Plymouth Rock. Like everybody wants to go see Plymouth Rock.
Right.
I've obviously seen it a million times. It is.
Living in Boston, sure.
Yeah, it is. It's small.
Right.
It's very small.
So it's the Imagine
Yes,
circle. It's like a circle,
yes.
right?
And it is very cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Oh no. It's
yeah,
it's like so many people go there just to see that.
And honestly, that's what I did. Like I had our Uber drop us off in that area.
Okay, good.
Like I Googled like, okay, where is that? Because Central Park, I mean, if you just put Central Park, who knows where you're going to get dropped off at?
Of course.
So I wanted to make sure that we were in an area that we could see that and still be able to do other stuff before heading to the airport.
Yeah. And that's always been one of my spots.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just, as a music fan, I love the Beatles.
Yeah.
I've never was a big Beatles fan like I am other types of music.
Exactly.
But I can appreciate it.
It's an icon.
Right.
Yeah.
I can appreciate, like going to see Abbey Road in London.
Exactly.
Like, who
yes.
doesn't want to see that?
Yes.
You just want to see it to say that you were there.
It's almost like
you
you
walked
have
the
to.
same steps
Yes.
that the Beatles. Imagine. And that's one of my things when we eventually go to New York
Yes.
is like on the bucket list. Like I want to see the middle of Times Square. I want to see the Today Show.
Yep.
I want to go see obviously the Empire State Building.
Yes. We didn't make it up
Statue of
that
Liberty.
far.
So that's further north.
Yeah, it was a little bit further from where we were at, and the 9/11 memorial. We thought about it. I want to go see that, but
Right.
again, I didn't want to be rushed, and I felt like we would be rushed if we did that
Sure.
because we were already busy on Friday. We were literally only there Thursday night, all day Friday night, and then we were leaving Saturday night. So it was a quick
a very
trip.
fast turnaround.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many hours were you with Megan and the crew at Cane's?
Oh my gosh.
Overall.
I would say she got there around 10, and I think she was there till right around noon. She was there a couple
okay,
hours.
a couple of hours.
She did a press conference with us beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
and then they didn't really announce that Megan was going to be there, but it was definitely implied she was going to be there.
Oh,
So it was kind
gotcha.
of a surprise because some fans were like, "Is she going to be here? Is she?" Like they kind of didn't know. Like they thought she was, but and
like on a video screen, like, hi, welcome to Cane's.
Exactly. Yeah. So everybody walked in and they got a pink Raising Cane's hat.
Oh, cool.
And everybody got a copy of her album, like the literal vinyl, her album.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
so,
awesome.
like I said, they just treated everybody to feel so special.
Good.
And I think, like I said, everybody felt like they were on cloud nine.
Did you get a copy?
I have a copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So,
I was saying, did you get, I want to know if you got the Raising Cane's bedazzled cup. I saw a picture with her holding it.
Yes.
I was like, if everyone got one of those.
I wish everybody got one. I wish I got one of those. That is specifically made for Megan.
Hey, Todd, Raising Cane's.
I
We can put them
know.
right here
We
on the
need-
set of
we
the
definitely-
podcast.
We need one of those. And what's interesting is that when we were talking to her backstage, we were just talking about like just Raising Cane's in general, and she was in New York. I can't remember exactly when she said, a few months ago or whatnot, and she could have had cream of the crop. I mean,
Sure.
the food there. She could
Everything.
pick wherever she wanted to go. She could drop her name. She's going to get a reservation
Right.
wherever. And she ended up Uber Eats Raising Cane's to her room. She's
Oh,
like,
how
I just want to chill.
funny.
I'm super busy. I just want to relax tonight. And she got Raising Cane's.
That's so funny.
It's an organic relationship. Like it's not a forced thing. It's not,
Right.
Hey, we're going to slap Raising Cane's on, Megan's tour and she's
Right.
going to pretend she likes her chicken. No, she really does.
She does,
Yeah.
for sure. It's funny. So let's talk about the food in New York City. Did you get a chance to go to any of the restaurants? Because another thing I've heard for years, and eventually I will get a chance to taste it, I've heard the pizza there is completely different.
It is.
And some say it's not the dough, it's the water that makes it different.
Which is very true. And I think that holds true even just for East Coast pizza in
Really?
general, because when I go back home to Massachusetts, I mean, I'm basically eating pizza nonstop because it is just so
so good.
good. Like I'm eating it when I'm not even hungry because I'm like, I need to get my pizza intake.
Sure.
And it is a lot to do with the water.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know what. I don't think I want to know
Yeah, you're like-
exactly what. But yeah,
Mix a
there's-
little gasoline, maybe.
Yeah, I like I said, don't want to know, but there is something, and the pizza there is just it's thinner.
Yeah, it's like a thin
and
crust,
like
but they have thick crust in Chicago,
right? And Detroit,
right? So it's different for
the
sure.
pizza there is amazing. The Italian food. We went to one restaurant the first night we were there. Luckily, we were able to get in.
Right.
It's called Carmine's, and luckily, I kind of knew that it was served family style. So like their portions are bigger because it's for your whole table.
Sure.
But I mean, it's just the two of us. So I was like, let's just order like one thing and then go from there. Like if we want more, we can build from there.
Right.
And I'm so glad we did because the people next to us, they got an order of the garlic bread, which we kind of thought about it. And we're like, should we get the garlic bread? You know, it kind of sounds good. You just sit down, you're hungry, you've been
Sure.
traveling all day. And we're like, well, we'll hold on a second. We had just ordered like some drinks or whatnot. The people next to us got it. And I swear it was the plate was the size of this drum of garlic bread. There was probably it had to have been a whole loaf of bread, like of Italian bread.
Right.
There was probably 12 slices on it.
Oh my gosh.
So I mean, even the people that got it were like, "What do we do now?"
Yeah,
you know,
we can't take this home.
Yeah.
Take it back to the hotel room.
Exactly. So
Carmine's.
yes, extremely good Italian food. It was amazing.
Good. Write that down.
Yep.
Carmine's, if you plan on this trip, go to New York.
Yes.
You can always email Julia. She'll give you all the highlights of where to go.
Yep. And then we went and had steak the next night. It was a really cool restaurant. It was smaller. They had just opened not too long ago. It's called the Blue Dog.
Uh-huh.
So good. I mean, they were so attentive there. I mean, you literally, you put your napkin, or your napkin just kind of falls a little to the side. They're there with a new one for you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, they were just very on it.
Wow.
Without being like over your shoulder. You know what I mean?
Was it considered a steak house? Not
It
like a
was like-
Ruth Chris?
No, it wasn't a chain or anything like
Okay.
that. It was just more of a small. And that's the thing with like New York, and it kind of reminds me of Boston too. They just have a lot of these little like,
Mom and pops.
it's like you don't even know it's there sometimes. It's like this door in a building
Right.
that you could easily walk past, but they happen to have like a little sign out front. And you're like, oh, what's this? And then you just walk in.
Yeah.
And then it's just like very dark and moody and just, it's very cool inside.
Very
yeah.
Italian-ish.
Very Italian-ish, very
Yeah.
like Sinatra-ish.
Yes.
You know, it kind of it makes you feel like you're in that moment.
Right. There's a restaurant that Brett Eldridge always eats at,
Mm-hmm.
and when he's in New York, and I mean, it seems like he's there every other
Yeah.
week, but it was one of Frank Sinatra's
Okay.
favorite restaurants, and he goes there just for that reason because
can
it
see
was
that.
Frank's Place,
Yeah.
and it's not called Frank's Place; it was something different. I could look it up and Google it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But I've heard the same thing. It's like Mama's Fish House in Maui.
Right.
You got to book a year in advance to get in, unless you're a celebrity.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it's a different story.
Yeah,
Brett's
you
like, I'm
drop
coming
your
in for a
name and-
show at
yeah.
the Rockefeller. Have dinner on us. It's one of those
Right.
things. But if
Yeah.
you want to go experience it, you got to put your name. So be prepared for that.
Yeah.
We had that chance this last October when we went to Maui. We finally got to
saw that.
Mama's Fish House.
I was jealous.
Yeah, it's one of those things like you hear about
You
it, like
do.
Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw, Faith Hill. They've all eaten there. They all brag about it.
It's all over Instagram. Like
Yes.
if you even look up anything Maui
Yeah.
on Instagram, that's coming up all the time.
Yeah, and it was the same thing. We just luckily by chance, because there's a beach there with all these turtles, and everyone knows
Yep.
that I love the turtles. So I was like, I gotta go just see. And I literally, the lady's like, if you guys want to come right now, you're in. I'm like, it's a little early for lunch, but we could just get some cocktails.
Yeah.
We ended up staying, and it was an experience.
Yes.
Something that we could say, we've gone, we've done it, off
Yep.
the bucket list.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Anywhere else in New York that you went to?
My gosh,
It was because, like you said, it was a quick trip.
It was a
fast.
very quick trip. We went to like a lot of different shops and stuff. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. We did go into there's some cool coffee shops. If you like coffee, they've got some great coffee. We went into one that's a little more higher end. It was I'm like, do I even want to say what it is? We went into Louis Vuitton. They have a coffee shop
You're
at their
there.
store.
Do it.
And I will say, so it's really cool if you've seen like on social media, right now they're building a new store. And I think they're building a hotel with it.
Oh.
But the outside, they literally wrap their scaffolding to look like their luggage.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, everything's tall in
Of
New
course.
York. But I mean, you're literally looking up and you're just seeing stacks and stacks of luggage of Louis Vuitton. And so... But next across the street is their actual store for right now.
Right.
And they have a cafe on there. I think it's their 4th or 5th floor.
Right.
And I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty expensive, but it was pretty cool too.
Hey, you don't get to do it every day.
Exactly.
So when you get the opportunity, you got to take it.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments like you have to do it. That's why we said at Mama's, we're like, this may not happen.
Right.
And we're not having to have a reservation to come back in a year, so we'll do it now.
And just to be able to get into some places when they say, yeah, we can fit you in an hour. I'm like, okay, we'll be here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because you could spend 45 minutes just walking to the next block, window peeking at everything.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you guys were in the heart of Times Square.
We were. I mean, literally where the ball drops, you could see it from our hotel. I mean, you could walk outside and you're right there.
That's amazing.
So it was just so cool.
Yeah. You posted photos for everyone to see up on the
did,
Instagram
yes.
page. So if you don't follow us, make sure you follow us. Julia's always doing fun stuff like that. So yeah, that's cool. I love it.
It was
I was
fun.
just super excited because your husband John had texted me and he said, so this is happening. And it was a video of you walking through the airport with a luggage and you were moving. And I was like,
well,
where's she going now? And then next thing I get a picture like 5 hours later and it's Times Square. And I'm like, oh, awesome.
Yeah,
it was
so
cool.
Like I said, it was very last minute. And I mean, it was kind of like one of those things where we're at the airport and all of a sudden it's just great. I think everybody was traveling that weekend.
Of course.
So it was like, all right, I want to just get through there,
Yeah.
make sure we're at our gate and I'm not missing this flight because it was the only flight there.
I'll tell you what, though, it was funny to watch because I had been watching the weather all week because we were planning some things outdoors this past week here. And the weather was moving. And I know the East Coast has been getting pounded with rain and snow. It's insane. But then on Sunday, I was thinking of you guys. I'm like, I wonder if they stayed through Sunday because the DHS had shut down the TSA pre-check.
Yes.
I thought, oh my gosh, they're going to get stuck in that. And then the weather started changing. And I was like, are they going to get stuck in the snow? And are they going to be able to get home?
I know. Well, it's funny because luckily we flew home Saturday night. But my husband and I said to each other all day, on Sunday, we're like, I mean, literally within less than 24 hours, everything changed.
Right.
So I'm glad we got out when we did. But
yeah. It happens fast.
It's so fast. And I feel so bad for everybody on the East Coast right now.
Oh, man.
I mean, I've been checking in with my friends and family all day today.
Right.
I think at my mom's, they have like 24 plus inches right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The winds, it's like 70 miles an hour. It's insane.
Yeah. If you have family or friends that are on the East Coast, check on them.
No, for sure. I mean, power outages and just everything. It's nuts over there.
One of the weather reports has said that somewhere in Vermont, they haven't seen weather like this in like the last 100 years that they had seen. It was so bad. And they had like 90-mile-an-hour winds.
That's what it is. It's the wind. It's just crazy. Like one of my friends, she had texted me a picture of her deck and she's like, this is after we've already had it completely clear. And within an hour, I mean, it's snowing, what did they say, 2 to 4 inches an hour?
That's a lot of snow.
And they have to keep up on it because otherwise you can't get out of your house.
Right.
Because if it keeps, because it's blowing, there's so much wind.
Wind drifts.
So it's blowing against their doors and it's just piling up that you go to open your door and you're literally, you can't go anywhere.
You have to bring a snow shovel in the house.
You do.
Yeah.
You truly do.
I lived in Northern California for a while and it was like that. And they are getting pounded from this recent storm, the same thing. We used to bring a snowblower we had what's called a mud room. And we would bring the snowblower into the mud room. Idea. And then it was a separate door, almost like a tiny mini garage. And then you would have to start that up and then open the front door
to work your way
out so you can get out safely to go get to school or work or groceries, whatever you needed. Yeah. So that's what they're faced with right now. So man, I'm glad you guys didn't get stuck there.
Oh, me too. I mean, it's interesting because, we're here and we're always like, oh, we want snow and we've had such a mild winter. Yeah. But then, I'm thinking of them going through this right now and it's just they're not having fun.
It's scary.
It is. I mean, you got trees coming down and everything's shut down. I mean, grocery stores are shut down.
It's crazy.
A girlfriend of mine, she was telling me they don't even want plow trucks out right now because the plow trucks are getting stuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Exactly. So they're going to have a lot to deal with even after the fact. So definitely keep your East Coast peeps in your thoughts.
Yeah, definitely. So back to Megan Moroney really quick. We had talked about she's doing 9 shows. If you haven't seen the dates, I know that Denver is one of them. And I think that's probably the closest for us.
Scottsdale is another
Arizona?
one. Actually, the Scottsdale one is going to be free. They haven't announced details on that, so I think they're going to do something special there. I have no idea what it is.
Right.
That's a Megan Moroney thing, not a Raising Cane's thing. But I know she's going to Nashville, of course, was one.
Sure.
Which she may have already done. I don't know. I don't know. She may have, because it's 9 consecutive days.
Right.
Yeah. So she's literally, she's
Going
she's
somewhere
on the go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Denver is coming up in like a
This
week and a
week.
half or something like that. It could be. I think it's one of the last shows. She's just the routing schedule is all
And
weird.
she's kind of all over the place.
She did
but-
like an airplane with a cloud.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Yeah, she's really excited about this album. Her producer, it's funny because we were talking about Sugarland
I was going to
a couple
ask
of
if
weeks
he is
ago,
there.
and
Christian?
he wasn't there, but you could definitely tell when she was talking about just like making the album and working with Christian. She was already, kind
Right.
of glowing just from release day, but
Yeah.
you could tell she really enjoyed working with Christian.
So he's been working with her for a while now, producing songs and writing
Yeah.
songs. So if you don't know the story behind it, Christian Bush from Sugarland with Jennifer Nettles, as pretty much since Sugarland's really not in existence anymore,
Right.
has decided he's going to become a producer, writer, orchestra,
Yeah.
conductor. He's doing everything.
He's very talented.
Super talented,
Yes.
and one of the nicest guys. And he is the one that's behind all this Cloud 9 album with
Yeah.
it. So it was very cool to read all that stuff with her. And there's a big article this week about her and him. And I think it's fantastic because he's just one of those super special guys.
Yeah, and she produced a couple tracks too, which is pretty exciting for her.
That's nice.
Yeah,
To
to
be able to
actually-
put your hand on it.
Yeah, to kind of get on the other side of the glass and
Sure.
put your, little touches on it and
Yeah,
stuff. So
it's- yeah,
it's
that's cool.
exciting. It's
That's-
an exciting time for her.
If you have any ideas where you want to go in New York City, listen, send a note because it's
Yes.
fresh in her mind right now.
Absolutely. And we definitely want to go back, but we should maybe take the podcast there one time.
That would be awesome. I would
Yeah.
love to do it. I just know that I would need more than 2 days there.
Absolutely.
Because
Yes.
I'm at that point where like I have to see these 5 spots, and one of them is I obviously want to see a Yankee game. I want to be able to
Ooh,
see.
that one.
I
don't know.
definitely have to see the 9/11 memorial.
Yes.
I mean, I was on the air that morning when
Yep.
it all happened, so I still see the images in my head.
And
I'll
I
never get
definitely
that
want
out.
to do that. I guess I didn't want to be rushed because I feel like that is
Right.
going to be something that
You can't do in 5 minutes.
not only that, but I feel like it's going to hit you,
Yeah.
Especially, we lived through it.
Sure.
We know where we were at
Yep.
that exact moment.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I can tell you exactly where I was standing in the
Same.
studio.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still ingrained in my head. But like same thing, like I know it's not easy to get to Ellis Island. It takes time to get to
It
the
does.
Statue of Liberty.
It does.
There's the water taxis that get you around. But if you have any inclinations that you might be going to NYC and you want to just talk to Julia, reach out to her. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Because that would sound. I was a little jealous. I was like, oh man, I have FOMO right now. Because God, how fun would that be?
Yes.
It was cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we know how to do New York in 2 days, so I can definitely give you guys all the insight on that. But next trip, hopefully, it's going to be longer.
We'll book it now. Breakfast at Tiffany's
Yes.
and a tour for coffee at Louis Vuitton.
There you go.
I love it.
I mean, what more do you need to do? No. There's so much to do. It's so much fun.
If you have any suggestions or places that you like to visit in New York City that we may not know of, please let us know. Follow along on the podcast on YouTube, social media. We're everywhere. You cannot miss us. Share it. Tell your friends. Find us on Odyssey, Spotify, iHeart. We're all those podcast
All the
land.
platforms,
Yeah,
yes.
all the platforms. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And thanks for joining us this week on Country Music Rocks.